Okay, hello, everybody. This is Heidi Garris coming to you again for Tapping Tuesday. Okay, today is going to be kind of a thread, a continuing thread from last time. So if you go back a week or so, you can find that we were tapping on taking care of ourselves, self-care, and time for us. So the guides are kind of continuing the thread. And what they gave me this week, really, I haven't heard it spoken about too much in this way, at least, but it rung my bell so loudly, and they were definitely talking to me, as well as wanting me to bring this to the group. But it really resonated deeply with me. So, what am I talking about? Living a purpose driven life. If you're here in this group, on some level, you know that you're being called to a purpose. Whether you know exactly what that is and you're implementing, you're taking a lot of action, whether you have an idea that you have a purpose and haven't quite uncovered it, you're probably really keyed in on the fact, either way, that there's a reason that you're here. You're not here by accident. And so we're living these purpose-driven lives, which can be wonderful, right? They're fueled by our passion, by these desires given to us by spirit, by little parrots in the background squawking. I have a baby parrot, and yes, she's making an appearance. I gave her some berries, and I was hoping she'd be quiet, but she's going to be talking. Okay, so our purpose-driven life, we are fueled and moved forward by our desires, which are inspired by the divine. They've been given to us by spirit. And it can also be really stressful to have a purpose. Sometimes I envy people who are not conscious, who can just sit on the sofa and eat their chips and watch TV and not have any qualms about that. They just get to be. I wouldn't trade that in, but I think you know what I mean, because we're aware of our purpose, or that we have a purpose, we can misinterpret that, consciously or unconsciously, as that we always have to be on. We always have to be doing something. We have to be in constant motion around our purpose. Either we're doing, or we're planning, or we're thinking, or right? It's always on our mind. And we love what we do. We're moved by this desire, right? Which is a good thing. But is it such a great thing to be stressed out about the doing of our purpose all the time? So I say no. I say no. And is there ever really a time when you just allow yourself to be? I know that's rare for me. When I'm on vacation, not really on vacation, I'm sitting on the beach and I'm thinking about email, and I'm thinking about what the next program is I'm going to be offering, or something around my purpose. And for most of us here, I would venture to say, our purpose is our business. Our purpose has to do something with our business, with our clients. And so there's always something to do. So we might feel like we have to be constantly on, because it's a purpose after all. It's a mission. And we've said yes to that mission, right? So I think this kind of goes unnamed, but the stress around living a purpose-filled life. Interesting, right? There's always, because right, we are leaders, and what we do makes a difference in the world. It makes a difference in people's lives. We are transformational guides, and there's never not a time when that's not needed, right? There's never not a time when people don't need healing. There's never not a time when people really don't need our services. And especially now with the Great Awakening, people need us more than ever. So it can be stressful because we've said yes to the mission. And then we think that we always have to be in this doing space. But do we really? When I got this information came in, the guides also gave me the image of the little rabbit in Alice in Wonderland. And I actually had to look it up because probably as a kid, I read it or it was read to me or I saw a movie, but it didn't really stick with me. But that little rabbit, he's got a pocket watch and he's saying, I'm late. There's no time to wait. There's no time for hellos or goodbyes. He's just in this constant state of doing. He's got to get back to this duchess, this demanding duchess, right? Because that's his purpose. He's got to be there to serve. But neither the divine nor your purpose is that demanding duchess. That's not the energy around it. And I'm here to invite you to lean into the idea that your purpose can also be presenced by your presence, by your mere presence. And it does not always require the doing, right? Sometimes it can feel like the weight of the world is on our shoulders. We take on this responsibility. We decide to take it on for others. And again, it doesn't have to be that way. All right. So I think you know the practical things that you can do to kind of alleviate some of the stress, right? We can delegate, we can set aside time for fun. We can set honest to goodness work hours and stick to them. We can declare that we're not responsible for all and everyone. But I think it would be helpful for you all and for me, because I'm right here with you, to do a little clearing and releasing around this. And we're going to do that with tapping today. And if you don't know tapping, all you need to do is follow me, the bouncing ball, and repeat after me. You can do it aloud or silently. And if words don't resonate with you, you're welcome to interchange them for what does. Okay, so just take a nice deep breath. And exhale. And just drop down into your body. Allow yourself to be here and be now. And then we're going to do some tapping. Okay. Even though I am stressed out and a little overwhelmed, because I live a purpose-driven life. And I am available to and for that. And sometimes it can be a lot. I honor myself. And that maybe, just maybe, sometimes I just get to be. Even though I've been called to a purpose, I'm on a mission. And I'm almost always doing and thinking and planning for that purpose. And I rarely give space to be. Even if I'm meditating, I'm doing it with my purpose in mind. But what if I just get to be sometimes too? I acknowledge the stress that I'm under and that I put myself under. And I choose to release it and allow myself to be. and to be with my purpose. Okay? All right, now we'll tap through the points. I'm stressed. I feel it. I feel the stress in my body. Sometimes my mind is just abuzz with stress. Sometimes my body is tight with stress. I love what I do. And I am passionate about my purpose. I love that I've been called to this thing that I do. I've been given a mission. I have this soul's desire. And I've said yes. I have taken it on, and it really fulfills me. But the truth is, I'm also tired sometimes. And I get stressed out because there's always more to do. And I am always planning, or I'm thinking about next steps, or I'm doing, all around my purpose. And I rarely give myself space just to be. I'm stressed. I'm overwhelmed. There's never enough time to do it all. There's work to be done. And I'm kind of like that little rabbit. That little Alice in Wonderland's rabbit who went down the rabbit hole. I'm late. I'm in a hurry. The Duchess is going to be angry. But my purpose is not that Duchess. And Spirit, who gave me this desire and purpose, is not that demanding Duchess. So maybe I don't need to feel so stressed or so pressured to always be doing. But my clients need me. The world needs me. There's healing to be done. There's strategies that people need, and I have them. People need guidance. There's never not a time when I and my service is not needed. I can't let my clients down. I can't let my purpose down. I can't let Spirit down. I've been chosen for this purpose, and I completely honor it. I take it seriously. But I am stressed, and I'm on more often than I'm not. And I wonder sometimes, or I forget, that it's okay to rest. I forget that it's okay to let go. I'm not letting go of my purpose, but just let go of the doing and the constant activity that's making my ears ring. My heart pulls me forward. My mind pushes me forward. And a big part of me says yes, and go, go, go. And there's a part of me that feels stressed and overwhelmed, maybe even burdened. I put a lot on myself. I expect a ton from myself. I'm in constant motion. My purpose is important, and I'm needed. I've got the world to save. There's people out there that need healing. My business has to be run. This work has to get done. And I wonder if that's what's really required. I wonder if there's another way. Do I have to be completely single-minded on my purpose in every moment? What if just being was in service to my mission? What if me just being me is what is required sometimes? What if simply just being advanced my purpose and less doing is okay? What if more being and less doing is what I'm being called to? I would love to feel less stress. Less stress about my purpose, less stress about doing my purpose well and fully, less stress about my business, which is about my purpose, about my clients, which is about my purpose, about doing and doing more. Maybe me being, just being, is in service to my purpose. And maybe just the allowance of me being me and not always being in active motion or taking action steps towards goals and targets. Maybe that's not required all the time. I don't want my passion, I don't want my purpose to feel like a burden. I don't want it to feel like work. And maybe it doesn't have to be that way. So I'm open to releasing the idea and the need to always be on, to always be planning and doing. I choose to let go from my mind, from my body, from my spirit, from all levels of me. This built up residue of stress and the new stress I put there today, everything that is stored within me, I'm letting go and creating space. I choose now to let go of stress around my purpose. And I dedicate space inside of me for me to just be, for me to presence my purpose by being. I live this soul-purposed life. And I honor that I'm fully equipped for it. I honor my passion for my purpose. And I also choose to start being in a different way so that I alleviate stress, releasing any remaining stress, creating room for me to just be and to allow my purpose to be advanced simply by my presence. And so it is. Okay, so you can take a deep breath. Remember that you are a treasure and we need you. We need you out there. So regularly release stress that builds up, because it will. We're not going to be perfect. This one tapping round is not going to solve all the problems, but it will create awareness. And it has, if you've done this, it has taken some of that stress away. So allow yourself to remember you are a treasure, you're needed, and we don't need cracks in the treasure chest. We want you to be happy in your purpose and as stress-free as possible as you live that out. So thank you for being you. Thank you for what you do in the world. Thank you for being who you are. And drop me a note below and let me know what came up. Tapping tends to bring things up. So if you have an awareness, you have a memory, you have some thoughts or some ahas, they're cues from your mind and from spirit that those things need some attention next. All right, everybody, thank you. This is Heidi Garris with Tapping Tuesday. You can reach out to me if you have any questions, and I will see you next week. Thanks. Bye.